Okay. All right, guys. Why don't you guys why don't you guys come in here? Maybe just sit on the floor for a minute there. Still kind of, spread out, have a seat, or you just want to stand, whatever. Okay. All right. Just listen up so you guys can hear me. So, first of all, thanks for coming here. Okay. I think there's a couple on here that most likely have track practice. If you were able to get out of your spring sport practice today, awesome. Thank you. I think this is the best solution I can think of to wrapping this up and getting everything out to you and collecting equipment without doing a ton of paperwork and trying to figure out something that who knows if it would get approved or not. Okay, so it beats me driving around everybody's house, that's for sure. I thought I'd be out there just for a couple hours. I was out there all afternoon. All right, so we had a pretty good season, right? I think ultimately, for the most part, we wrestled a pretty tough schedule. Like I got us, with realizing that we would only be able to go to like varsity meets, and knowing that we had some good experience on the team. I wanted to make sure that everyone was in a good position, for the end, and of course getting us ready for our league and districts and stuff like that. So we managed to at least become co-champs of the MAC White, which was a new division. We were champions of the blue the previous year. We moved up to the white this year, and the other team that moved up with us was the other contender. So us and Mott made an immediate impact on that league, and I'm looking forward to continuing that next year. So that all involves stuff like this, like Tuesday, Thursdays, come in here, lift, get that extra wrestling in, all that stuff. Okay. So ultimately had a good season. Ms. Holmes made you up certificates for that again. Okay. And then also I had some back-to-back championship shirts for the MAC made up as well. So we'll get those out today as well. Okay. Now, normally to earn a varsity letter in wrestling, there's a point system, okay? Given the year that it was and that we only had, technically it was only varsity meets. It really wasn't JV. We just did, the JV meets alongside the varsity. My normal point system doesn't work for someone who isn't normally in the lineup. Like you couldn't go to a JV tournament and place and get your 6 point. You know what I mean? Like it just didn't work out that way where you could earn your points to get your varsity letter. So everyone earned their varsity certificate that made it through the team or through the season this year. And then if you're first time varsity letter in any sport, you get your physical letter today. Mrs. Holmes keeps track of all that. Okay. Stevenson athletes, you will get a Utica certificate. Miles and Allie both already had physical letters with an S. Trevor, you were supposed to get one today. McLean, you did? All right, cool. All right, Mr. Smith got you that, so that's awesome. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the freshmen. Okay, and I'm going to get the letters and your shirt to you. Okay, and then we'll go with then we have the normal season awards that we do. Okay. All right, so we got equipment out of the way. What's up? Oh, Dustin, you're here. No, I didn't get your equipment yet. Yeah, let's do that real quick. I don't see Tahami.
I really wanted to today. There's 5 people
so
in
you
the.
should have easy. Okay, B16, headgear, And then no, and then you had a singlet too? Yes. Why didn't have that down? Weird. Okay. Were you at track practice?
No, I was just a little late.
Did Hunter roll in here? I thought he said he's gonna be late too. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna do seniors last, so that's fine. All right, so Vincenzo Martino, varsity letter, and some of you are a MAC all academic team. Go ahead, give Vincenzo a round of applause. Okay. Aiden Swords. There you go, varsity letter. Good job, Aiden. Hunter Thompson, varsity letter. All academic team. Yes, you are.
Very smart.
That kid's project is awesome, man.
Was it?
No, it's actually pretty garbage. But the baby car. The baby car. Hey, Hunter, you know group 27?
The
They had
baby
the
group?
mixing whole thing.
Oh, they had the
The
vibrator?
mixer? Yeah.
The vibrator?
Zach
That's my friend
White,
Blake.
varsity letter.
Like, everybody voted for that.
I know, dude.
Allie Sparks, varsity letter, and MAC all academic. Okay. Trevor McLean, varsity letter, and MAC all academic.
There's 7
Give him a hand. Okay.
Jacob, it's 8 people now.
7. Not
8
7.
people. 7.
7.
Oh, it's back to 7. Somebody left right when I said that.
Bradley Mays, varsity letter, and MAC all academic. Thaddeus Kustar's varsity letter and MAC all academic. And broken wrist. He's got his cast off, by the way, guys. Doing good.
Put that on his letters.
I like this little
I need to go back to the tailor and start getting tallies of my letters.
Ryan Crookberg, varsity letter.
I didn't even grab it.
Yeah, guys.
I never grabbed it. I don't want to spend.
Hey, guys. Quiet down in between, please.
Yeah, I had to see it.
Nathan Gutty, varsity letter and MAC all academic.
Let's go. Oh my God, there's 11 people now. That increased quite fast. Quite fast.
Dustin Gordon, varsity letter and MAC all academic.
Good job, Dustin.
Oh, you Smarty. Dominic Curley, varsity letter. Good job.
Good job, Dominic.
Michael Bahora, varsity letter and Mac all academic. Good job. All right, so that was our sophomores. As you can see, sophomores is a pretty big class. They will be our juniors next year. Okay, so sophomores, I think I can say that since you are the largest of the group becoming juniors, you have shoes to fill, right? So you need to put in some work and make things happen. Okay, you're a big part of that. You got the numbers right now. Okay. All right, juniors, who are going to be our future seniors next season. We got Blake Sagata, varsity letter. Here you go, Blake. Come around. Not here. Shane Yakum, varsity letter, map all academic. Miles Curtis, varsity letter, map all academic. Okay, seniors. Dami's not here, right? Okay. All right. Seniors, when you come up here, I want you just to kind of like stand off to the side here for me, okay? Kyle Walsh, come up here. Varsity letter, map all academic. Within the state.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay.
He wants to think his mom and daddy. I think I.
David Troy, varsity letter, map all academic.
Jacob, go that way a little more. You're not moving. No, not the other way. Yeah.
Dick Drive, varsity letter.
Good job, Zach.
All right, so we're missing three seniors, right? Two of them, Santino and Hunter, okay, both of which were at least wrestling since they were freshmen. Zach is part of Santino and Hunter. They're three guys that came out as 8th graders to when I started to kind of do the junior high club program, and I'm so thankful that they stuck with it, and the success that they've had, and also have portrayed to everyone else who's come on the team has been invaluable to the wrestling program, right? Kyle started as a freshman. You guys can add, these guys, when these two started as freshmen, they, there was a pretty decent group of them. Some of them moved away. That wasn't really, anyone's fault, but some of them aren't standing here either, right? So it does, it does take a certain dedication to stick it out, right? And I'm sure that they're glad that they did. Okay, Jacob, I've tried to get Jacob to come out for wrestling multiple times. I had him in class. Even though he came out as a senior, I'm super glad that he's here because he's tough. He learned quick. He's a tough competitor. I'm sure he's just as thinking he should have came out sooner just as much as I am. Okay, so I think he did a great job coming out here. He picked up on that cradle, became a cradle machine out there. So good job, guys. Thank you. Man, you're big.
I know, bro. Once the food got to me, all that
Like
ice
you're
cream
just
got
like
me.
just puffed out on me. Wow. All right. Like in a good way though. Like you look like like your shoulders are up. You know what I mean?
Knocked me out.
All right. I mean, your shoulders were looking pretty big. Like in some of those state pictures. You're looking jacked.
That's for that one day.
Yeah, with the Round Robin burger. And
Yeah.
this kid, after Wade, we went to Round Robin. He ate so much at Round Robin. He ordered like two sets of fries. And then we went back to the hotel room. We're hanging out. And all of a sudden, he just starts snacking on all the stuff that his mom brought. I'm like, how can you keep eating?
Bro, the protein balls, you cannot say they weren't good.
Bro, those are good. Those are good, but I was full. Like, I couldn't eat any more of those. Then we went out to breakfast in the morning, and these pancakes that came out were literally this big around. He ate all of them, plus whatever else was there. Eggs and so much food. I was really worried he was not going to perform well, but he did just fine. It must have been the pancakes, actually.
I swear, the first round I burst up the pancakes. Like, it felt so good.
It's nasty. All right.
I'm gonna spill this.
All right, so we do some awards like you guys saw throughout the season. I put up the rankings, right? Those are kind of like the inter squad kind of competition awards. Okay, so we'll go through those first. Those really aren't any kind of secret to anybody. So we'll start with most takedowns. Goes to Kyle Walsh. Come on up here, buddy. Yeah, I am. You're probably gonna want to talk.
Here, that's
Okay, so most takedowns, Kyle Walsh, he earned 44 takedowns this season. Wow. Kyle also is going to walk away with the most escapes at 18. And the most near falls at 36. That's a lot of near falls.
Can I get your autograph?
Okay.
I know him.
He also has the most pins at 13.
He's starting to get a little greedy with it.
As many as I did.
That's just greedy, Kyle.
Just
beat it out.
There you go, buddy. Good job, Kyle. If you want to pack stuff up, the original boxes are over there. Okay.
I'll go get it. Oh, if I drop it.
All right.
He's like, oh, I have to.
The most reversals, Hunter Thompson takes that one. Okay. The fastest fall went to someone who's not here. That's Santino. He had a 13-second fall. There's a few sub-20s, but he got it with a 13-second fall. So good job, Santino. Congratulate him when you see him. All right.
13
Okay. Team points. Team points are also something that I hold at a high value. Okay. Being that you guys know that I focus on how we do as a team. That's kind of like, I want to be a good coach, right? And I'm always trying to be a better coach and learn different things and stuff like that. And my focus is not just one or two standouts. Okay, my focus is making sure that we develop everyone on the team so that when we go compete, we can be competitive in all those weight classes, right? That is our goal. That is our focus. Okay, that's my focus. Okay, anything that comes out of it up there, that's a bonus. Okay, right? But if we all focus on doing that, we will have more over there. Okay, more of the individuals. Okay, all right. So team point runner-up is Kyle Walsh with 95. Good job, Kyle. You load up your bedroom wall. All right, and most team points is Zach Drives at 99. Okay. All right. So before we get into the kind of like the awards that have like or that I discuss with coaching staff and stuff like that and makes my observations, we do have some. We haven't. I don't think we had any of these last year because we didn't have any 4-year guys last year, right? So if you become a 4-year wrestler for the team, so freshmen, think about this. If you're thinking about moving out of wrestling, I do hand out a 4-year wrestling award, and you get your name on the 4-year wrestling board. And I am going to be ordering the next board that's going to have the new set of names on it. Okay, so that'll either go on the other side of that, or on that. We'll keep going. Okay. All right. So we only have 2 present, maybe 3 now. Three now. Okay, hello, Hunter. Okay, so we'll give Hunter his certificate in a minute. But since Hunter's walking in here, so we have 3 4-year wrestlers: Hunter, Zach Drives, Kyle Walsh, and we do have a 4th one, Santino, but he's not here. So why don't you guys 3 guys come on here, please? And these are pretty cool little trophies. These are probably my favorite one. Okay, it's got a scoreboard. That box says 4-year wrestler on it. It has the years that you wrestled. All right, so good job, guys. That's a pretty good accomplishment. That's a way to be loyal. Loyalty. Okay, Hunter. Hey, Hunter, here's your varsity certificate and your back-to-back champ shirt. Okay. All right, so some of the other ones that we have, these 3 are kind of like, me and coaches to talk about it, when I have a bunch of coaches. So we have most improved rookie of the year, and then an outstanding JV. Okay, I know we really didn't have JV, but I think the award that this is going to is pretty fitting. So why don't we start with this? So outstanding JV. I know we didn't have like official JV this year, but I still ordered this one because I was thinking of one individual in particular that was kind of behind a couple guys and filled in when needed and wrestled his butt off. Okay? And that's Dustin Gordon. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Hey, good job, Dustin.
That's a sweet one.
Never seen a guy bridge so hard in a long time. Okay? In a long time. Wrestled really hard. Okay? All right. We'll go with most improved. Most improved this year. This one was pretty tough. Usually the most improved. Sometimes I think it can be within the season. I think it can be from one season to the next. This season was so short though that it was kind of hard to determine who started as like a brand new person and like really improved, or came in from another year that really improved. But the guy that I thought improved the most from year to year this year was Shane Yakin. I think Shane, he did a real good job. He's another one that kind of had to step up into some spots. We had to bump him up a couple times to make. We put Zach against some lighter heavyweights, and we put Shane in there to kind of help us make sure we secure some meets and stuff like that. And he did a real good job. He got some wins in there for us, and has really improved in his wrestling this year. So I'm looking forward to how that continues in the future. All right, and then finally we have the Rookie of the Year. And this goes to a brand new wrestler that's a standout, and that definitely goes to Hunter Thompson this year. There's a couple rookies that I can say wrestled really good this year, but Hunter did make it. He's a regional qualifier, so he did make it past the districts, and dang near was almost a state qualifier. He's one match away. Kind of ran into a pretty tough senior, and that senior mentality and experience is tough to beat sometimes, especially in that situation. So good job, Hunter, and good job, everyone. We had a great season this year, given the circumstances, and I remember going home on the first couple days, even though we weren't allowed to wrestle. I remember going home on the first couple days, and my wife asking me, how'd practice go? And I was like, you know what? I thought it was good. I felt like everybody was just so happy to be in that situation, even though we weren't wrestling. I felt like everyone was just so happy to be in that situation and around teammates and just doing something. So I'm very thankful that the season occurred, and I'm very thankful that I was able to do it with you guys, and it was great. It was awesome. So thank you for that. So give yourselves another round of applause for that one. All right. I'll get everyone else there. Thanks. If you, I'm not sure what they're doing. I know there was the online store for if you wanted to order something else, and he said that it was gonna. I think it went into production, so I don't know if it was getting delivered directly to you, or if it comes to me. If it comes to me, I'll get it to you, but I don't know when that's coming. Okay. Anybody got any questions or anything for me? Yes. All that information I send you about camps, those are camps that I have nothing to do with. So you have to contact them and figure that out. So I would imagine they're not. There's that one that's coming up that De La Salle's putting on with the Michigan wrestlers. That's nice and local. It'd be a couple days of working with college level athletes. That could be a good one to go to, right? But those are the kind of things that you need to do. You find those opportunities, guys. So right now, I'm offering Tuesday, Thursdays, weight room time, 2:30 to 4:30. You don't have to be here right at 2:30. You don't have to stay till 4:30. It's your time to work out. If you want to work out in the weight room, if you want to follow some of the stuff that I've been putting on, awesome. If I come across something that I think's cool and different, maybe we'll kind of pause and we'll do that together that day. And then there's some other conditioning stuff too. If you want to get a dummy and drill, get a dummy and drill. Okay. If you want to drill with a partner, drill with a partner. All right. If you want to work the kettlebells or the Bulgarian bags, combination is 426.8. Go in there and do it. Okay. I'll be here monitoring. So whatever you want to use, let's use it. Those are the 2 days. Okay. That I've signed up for wrestling specific, but I've been talking to the football guys too. Like if it's not too crowded here, we can all work together, right? Because those workouts typically are more than just 2 days. All right. So that's what I can commit right now. The springtime is tough right now in my life because this is my wife makes sacrifices. She's an assistant principal. Okay, so she makes sacrifices for when I'm coaching, right? Especially right now, being a principal right now is not a fun job. Okay, especially, and I only say that because of the COVID crap. But it's not a fun job, and there's times where they got to stay late. Like if there's a contact tracing stuff, they're making phone calls all night. You know what I mean? So spring, and she does the scheduling. So springtime is the time that she takes for her to stay late and do things. So the Tuesday, Thursdays are kind of like my window that we worked out to where we go. My kid's getting older, so it's getting a little bit easier to do those kind of things. So, all right. So I just want you guys to understand where I'm coming from with that. But there's plenty of extra opportunities for wrestling for you guys to get. All right. Any other questions? All right. Hey, great season, guys. Thanks for coming up here. And hopefully I see you guys around in here. All right. Good job. Another round.
Thank you, Coach.
No, you're welcome, guys. I mean, it was a great season. I had fun. Yeah, and seniors.